Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sarah. On today's video, we are going to be learning how to make this Bubu Kaftan with this fringe at the bottom. If that's something you're interested in, come with me and let's get started. Also, do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you. We're going to be using an Adire fabric for the kaftan. So I want to show you how to use this so you end up with your design in the middle where it's supposed to be. So you go ahead and fold your fabric into two first, making sure that the rough edge is at the bottom part and the smoother part is on top. You go ahead and fold it into four and then do your neck measurement and so on and so forth. But you want to make sure that when you open it up, your design, whatever the design is going to be in the middle for this kind of adire. So here I am going ahead to measure 3 by I'm going ahead to measure 3 by 1 inch because we're starting measurements with the back, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and make a curved line across this, and then I'll go from there and measure the shoulder measurement divided by 2. After you do that, you're going to go ahead and add whatever number you feel like adding. For me here, mine is 10, or you can add 15. It depends on how much fabric you have with you. So after that, I'm going to go down from the edge of the fabric by 10. If 10 is too much, you can do 8 or 9. And then from here, I'm going to measure what my half length is. I'm going to go ahead and mark that out, making sure that I have that in check, and then go ahead to measure what the person's measurement is for the waist, and then I'll add 5, 6, or 7 inches depending on what you want it to look like. And I'm just going to go ahead, you can actually use your free hand, but sometimes I use my French curve to make my curves. I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way to the bottom, but first I need to know where I want this to stop, where my fringe will start, right? So I'm going to do my length line, and I'm going to be adding 1 or 1.5 inch for the hemming of this. After getting the length line, I'm going to go ahead and put it together with the tape, and then go ahead to roll my line all the way to my length line, my armhole line all the way to my length line. And then I'll just go ahead to cut this out. After I go ahead to cut the armhole part, I'm also going to go ahead to cut the neck area. And then I'll go ahead and fold it into 2. You want to fold it exactly how I'm folding mine. Make sure that everything stays still. I'm going to be using my pins because this fabric moves a lot. We're going to go ahead and select what we want to use for the front. I'm going to go ahead and mark out the midpoint. I'm going to be doing a V-neck, so we're going to go from the midpoint down to 7. But I did 6.5 just so everybody gets comfortable and there's no too much cleavage showing. I'm going to use my chalk to just make a line from the midpoint all the way down to where I have my 6.5, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. You want to be careful while you're doing this so you don't go too deep and ruin the whole thing, because if you go too deep, it might not relax as much on the shoulder as it's supposed to be. This is what we have right now. You see how the design is stationed in the middle of the cloth. It's the same for the back as well. It's just very perfect. So what we're going to do is close the edges, and I'm going to also close the neck with a bias tape. I'm going to be putting the bias tape inside. Now these are the fringes. I'm going to go ahead first to hem the bottom part and then add the fringe at the bottom. I've gone ahead to do that now, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to iron it when we have light, but right now we don't have light, so this is what we have so far. And look at how it is at the bottom part. I went ahead to remove the things that were holding the fringes together, and this is what the end result looked like. I hope you get to try this out for yourself. I hope you love the process of making yours as much as I enjoyed the process of making mine. And with that being said, y'all, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Don't forget to love yourself, because I love you. Have a beautiful day or night, whichever it is you live for. Bye.